We have one more question.
Well, all of you up there are asking us in District 18 to represent us in, whoops, and we would like to know what type of local governance experience you have and how that's going to help you to actually represent the people here and help you to identify with the actual needs of the people. Lately, we've been seeing this big war in the state of South Dakota over whether you represent the local people or the big businesses.
Thank you.
Thank, excuse me, thank you. My experience in government has been before this, doing this has been being on the Yankton County Planning and Zoning. But I think it goes back to not exactly what experience I've had. It's more of what my personality is. I have a servant heart, plain and simple, and I blame it on being the middle child. You know, I'm not the oldest getting all the attention or the youngest getting neglected. I'm in the middle and I'm kind of under the radar, but I have that servant heart. And that's the thing that I enjoy. That's what I'm here for, is to listen to you. What are your concerns? What are your issues? And bringing those to peer. I mean, I think one of the best things that happened this session was having somebody call me a couple days before session started with an issue. I said, let's go. Let's write a bill. Let's see what happens here. Put it in front of both houses, passed, the governor signed it, and now we have a law. Again, initiated by a person in District 18. And I feel that's what's all about being a senator or representative, is being there for the people of your district, listening to them, and again, representing them. And also to respecting them. And that's another thing too. I don't agree with everybody, but again, respecting somebody and knowing that they're a child of God, created in the image of God, and we may disagree. But again, listening to them, because you know what? Like somebody told me, you never know what something new or somebody might change how your thinking is. So listen, and that's what I do.
The reason I want to go to Pier is to be a voice for the people of District 18. Being on a township board, we have a smaller budget than the county, way smaller budget than the county, but we still have to take care of our roads. We still have to take care of culverts, the county does the bridges. And if we have a big issue or a big event going on in our township, we'll just call everybody, or we'll run into somebody on the road and we'll have a tailgate meeting. And we've gotten more stuff accomplished with those than anything I've ever seen. So I want to hear, if you elect me to go to Pier, I want to hear people's voice. My phone number is going to be out there. Call it. If I don't answer, leave a message. I'll get back to you. And like Lauren said, nobody's going to agree all the time on everything. But the majority rules, not just one special interest. Thank you.
Well, I think as just like both Lord and Mike have said, that communication is key. And I've been chairman of the Yankton County Commission for 3 years. Been on the commission, I'll be on it for 4 years come December 31st. Other than the wind tower situation where most of the people in this room never called me, never emailed me, but came to the meeting and told us about their issues. Other than that, one particular issue, I've not gotten an email from any of you. Never got a phone call from any of you. Why is that? I have no clue. I will listen to every one of you, but I don't know why that's such an issue. I know other county commissioners have gotten emails, gotten calls. That's fine. It doesn't bother me a bit because I have a full-time job that I got to deal with also. But I can guarantee you that if you call me with an issue, I will deal with it. And I have dealt with issues in Yankton County, major issues that have gone on in the last 3 years. Stone Church Bridge, Mike Slotchek and myself went to the state and the federal government to get that project done. I just had a person tell me tonight that they were really glad that that bridge is getting replaced because that represents connection between Yankton County and other facilities. So, thanks.
Well, the experience that I had before I was in the legislatures, I served in the Yankton School Board for 22 years. I don't know if any of you have ever served on a school board, but people don't have a very hard time finding you when you're on the school board, and feeling very open to chat about some very special things. You know, I think that's the challenge whenever you serve in the legislature, of serving 25,000 people in your district. You have those people who their world is agriculture. You have those who are in the city. You have those who are in the manufacturing industry. You have people who are like me, are old, and we have our own things, and so we're looking for the best nursing home available. When we get to that point, we have young people who are looking for jobs. And I will say, you know, I keep hearing this thing about big business, and you're doing big business. But you know, when I look at big businesses, this is what I see. You know, they have some needs and they have some concerns. And those big businesses also do this. They provide jobs for our kids, who then buy houses, who then stay in our communities. And so I have a hard time separating those out. I can tell you this, that I haven't made a buck serving in the legislature. I haven't earned $1, and I've lost money being in the legislature, but it's to me quite an honor to be able to serve the citizens of Yankton. And I will tell you this, I've answered every email that anybody's ever sent me up at the legislature. I've not missed one. And so I'm available, and when people call, I want that red thing when you're done.
Thank you for the question. You know, I got on the city commission because we lived in the lower end of East Yankton, and there wasn't a decent park there for our children to play on. And I got very frustrated, so I went out and I worked with the Parks and Recs department. They wouldn't listen, so I went to the city commission so we could get some good playground. And that enticed me that I wanted to go on, because that was an issue that I wanted, and the people were going to listen to what I wanted. I appreciate what you're saying. When you're in Pierre, you're representing your district and you're representing the state of South Dakota. And you've got to balance that out in what you want. And sometimes you don't need a bill. Sometimes it's who you know and what you know. Had a farmer up here that wanted to put drainage tile in that was going to run off into some GF&P property. Had contacted GF&P, and they were in Sioux Falls, and they used their digital or whatever you call that to look at the land that's out there, and they said, no, you cannot do that. He kept fighting with them, so he gave me a call. So what did I do? I knew someone at GF&P that was over that. I said, you come down to Yankton, and I want you to talk to this person, want you to look at the property and see what he's trying to explain to you, and that it's okay, because it seemed to be. The guy came down, came for a soccer game. He went out, he met the farmer and his son. They looked at the plat and what they wanted for the drainage tile, and guess what? GF&P said, we really missed it in Sioux Falls. You can go ahead and do it, no problem. It got it solved. When you can work that way and do one-to-ones and have those networks and know who those people are to contact to get things done, that is much better than a bill. Thank you.